Hey guys, it's Cowan Hill bringing you a bit of domination here on Havana using the MP5 with flak jacket, steady aim and marathon. So I'm using flak jacket since I'm not using hacker, and I'm obviously using marathon and steady aim because this is a rushing class. Plus the hip fire on steady aim is unbelievable with the MP5. I think it's because it's high rate of damage, just rate of damage. It's high damage, you know, really does excel for hip fire. And you can see here what I do is I actually push right past their spawn. When you're playing Havana and you spawn on the A side, you can push them way back into their spawn without actually flipping the spawns. Unfortunately this time we don't manage to get B, which is, you know, a bit annoying, and I have to kind of pull back to try and get B. And since I'm one off a napalm, I decided not to jump on the flag with my teammate. I am communicating with him saying, I'm sorry, I'm not going on the flag, I'm on a kill streak here. Because I do want to get the Blackbird, that's definitely going to help. So what I try and do, since we don't get B, is I wait for my blue teammate right here to get closer to B, then I drop the napalm down, hopefully so he can get on it. Unfortunately he does get killed on the way, which kind of sucks. And I can't jump on it because the napalm's down, plus I'm maybe one off a Blackbird, which I do not want to give up just for the flag, because I know that we can cap it in a minute. Now I'm one off a Blackbird, by the way. But yeah, what I decided to do is just push through the buildings and look for this Blackbird, try and get this Blackbird kill, and I almost get a triple spray here. Notice how I throw the stun first into their spawn where I expect them to be, and then go round. Definitely really useful tactic. If you think that they're over there, chuck a stun. It's called, I think they call it stun checking, or you know, whatever. But I try and get the gun there, and I unfortunately don't pick one up, which kind of sucks. But I do survive, which is really good. And here I got this horrible custom reticule, so I just decided to hip fire. I'm like, screw that custom reticule, I'm just going to hip fire it. I've got steady aim on. Steady aim AUG is amazing. And I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here. Not really a rant, just a small tiny rant about the custom reticules. I suppose it's a good thing. The good thing about having a terrible custom reticule is the fact that when somebody picks it up, they hopefully won't be able to use it, like me. Because every time I pick up a custom reticule, unless it's like the one I'm used to, which is the small cross on the FAMAS, I can't use it. I don't even like the red dots on most of the guns, including the FAMAS even. I do like the red dot on the FAMAS. Look at this. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Watch, he actually shoots me with an AK while he's on the floor. He starts shooting my feet with an AK, which I was kind of annoyed at, but there you go. You can watch that again. Go back and watch it, and it's pretty annoying. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying, so I'll just move on to like my next topic, I guess. I was going to talk about my strategy for playing Havana, especially on a rushing kind of game. And you see here, I'm not too scared to go right up in their spawn. I'm really, you know, and I know when they're going to switch spawn, and we have a few guys go a little bit too far in and they switch over. And what I do to decide which side of the map I'm going to be on is getting fired at here. I don't want to take him on long range. What I do is just see which side they're pushing on, because they're either going to push on the left side or the right side. Normally going to be the right side, just because it's quicker from their spawn. So you know, they'll get killed there and they'll go for their revenge kill just in this alley near me. And it kind of leads to a chain reaction of lots of people rushing that one alley. I'm trying to find this guy here to push him back into his spawn, but he jumps out the window. See his claymore, but he does jump out the window. And basically what I do is just go to the side that I'm needed on, and you know what side I need to push them back on. And that was a silly mistake there. That was the Enfield range, and I just didn't have a chance. So yeah, I kind of deserved a death there. Another thing as well that I tend to do is I tend to go back to my own spawn to cross the street, so I don't you know, risk just running across, because I know that if I run across by B, I might get M16'd. Even though using the B cars to, you know, to cross over is probably the best thing you can do, except from doing what I do, and that's running right back to the fountain and using the B car, using the B cars and lots of other stuff. But being far away, just having that advantage of making people actually have to be very accurate or use the sniper to actually kill you. Like right here, I back off and I cross the street that way. Easier and much safer. Another thing as well is, since I'm using steady aim and an MP5, which is a high damage weapon of the SMG classes at least, tend to hip fire quite a lot. I am not one of them hip fire guys, and I don't really do it this time because I have not played with an SMG for a long time. But if you are playing with this, then do hip fire because it is absolutely amazing. See, the guy's emblem disappeared on the gun when I picked it up. Go back and watch that, it's a bit weird. But yeah, you definitely want to be hip firing as much as possible, and more often than not you're going to be aiming down sight when you should be hip firing, which is one of the things you just have to get used to and adjust to. And you also get people as well who never aim down sight, which you know, is also a mistake because there are times to aim down sight. But the bonuses of hip firing, which I do think is overpowered, I can't really put my finger on why, but it does seem to have something about it which is pretty ridiculous. The MP5 just seems just as effective with or without aiming down sight, which is pretty crazy. But the one the few really good advantages of hip firing is, number one is you maintain your field of view. Number two is you maintain your mobility. You also have a higher chance of getting headshots, I guess. I don't know actually, because the recoil bounces up on most guns. So that's not a fact. That's just I don't know, personal experience. I tend to find I get a lot more headshots hip firing. Another thing as well, the MP5 especially is basically recoilless as soon as you start hip firing. Watch this, double kill, pick up gun, move out, done. Nice. But yeah, it's practically recoilless, and you'll see, you know, especially when you pick up like a gun like this with a high rate of fire, it's probably really good for hip firing because, you know, bullets are being spread out really quickly. But still, with the MP5, it's got such a high power that it just does really well. And you see here, I get some dogs here, which actually get me 12 kills, which is pretty beastly for dogs. And you all say dogs are useless. I don't think they are. I'm actually using killing kill streaks as well, except from the Blackbird. Always going to run Blackbird no matter what, but I am actually starting to run things like Napalm, which I used to run. It's quite a good kill streak as an objective thing, as well as getting you kills. And I've been running dogs again, and I've been running... I have run the gunship, but I don't really like the gunship. I'm just seeing how it affects my KD, and it seems to be going up. 3.09 at the moment, if you was wondering. These dogs go on a bit of a rampage. So as you can see, my strategy for Havana is to stick to the sides. Not many people are going to run down the middle, and just go where I'm needed, really, and watch out for split. I have done this commentary about 3 times, and every time I've went to say I can't say it. Every time I've gone to say swap spawn, I've said split for some reason, and that is like the 9th time I've done it. So you have to watch out for spawn swaps whenever there's an 11 kill streak or a chopper gunner up a 9 kill streak. Just because if you've ever played Combat Trainer on Nuketown, you'll know what I mean when you get a chopper, and it spawns them on the opposite side of the map every time you get a chopper, just to kind of make it difficult for you, because it doesn't want to spawn people in front of the chopper. So whenever a chopper goes up and it starts cruising over sea, that's when you should look out for spawn swaps, and, you know, just be on high alert basically. And it's the same with dogs, because they get right in their spawn. As you can see here, the guy spawns right here. I think that's probably a teammate rushing though. He's obviously not playing, which makes for an easy kill. When they're not playing, it's best to knife, unless you're specifically, you know, going for 2 headshots in 1 life or something. Then it's best to knife, just because if you shoot him, you come up as a dot on the map. And of course, if you've got a silencer. But the problem as well with having a silencer and doing it is, number one is you could be sound hoard with a silencer even, and number two is you're probably likely to reload, and then you'll be left, you know, for a few seconds at a disadvantage. But anyway, that is the end of the match. I hope you guys enjoyed. Nice little final kill cam by Geeslicker here. Final score is 51-2, which is a pretty beastly score in my opinion. Yeah, I very much hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.